And this box is a $600 four-wheeler from Amazon, plus the cheapest turbo from Amazon, the cheapest oil cooler, and we got ourselves a 12-volt transfer pump to move that oil around.
We also ordered an oil reservoir on Amazon, but it didn't show up, so we're going white girl style with this nice pink Yeti bottle.
And most importantly,
nitrous.
The cheapest wet NOS kit. So we're gonna make this thing go as fast as humanly possible.
Oh, and the frame is pink!
Is it? Oh, that's so nice, man. Barbie gets boost today. Oh, does it really? Front brakes?
Oh.
We never get front brakes.
Yeah. Look at these pimpin' wheels. That's the fakest beadlock I ever did see.
You know what they advertise them as on their website? What? Rim protectors.
Nice.
Dude, this is the nicest thing we've ever bought for $600.
These wheels are very premium.
Is this remote start?
It has a lock and unlock button.
I think when you're driving around, if you got this for your child, you could stop them if they were about to do something sketchy, maybe.
I'm not giving you those keys when I'm driving.
Said don't ride with two people, don't ride on the public roads, you know, nonsense. Premium Thunder 125, man.
That's gonna be very green.
No, it's a premium quad. First things first, suspension drop test. Nice. This year, we are going to make a feature film. And we looked into Kickstarter, we looked into Patreon, and we were like, let's just do our own thing. Let's give as much value to our fans as possible, because the whole reason why we can even make a film is because of you guys in the first place. So we're announcing for the first time ever, the Premium Members Club. It drops today. It gets you exclusive access to content, including things we can't show on YouTube, like Will getting run over by the truck on his motorcycle, our worst Power Wheels crashes, and we also have our biggest merch drop ever. So some of you guys have seen this in our recent videos. Extra sketch, it's one of my favorite designs ever. Plus, dropping places you can't even walk. I just got all my merch dirty before we even started filming. It's right in the mud, man. So check it out on grindhardplumbingco.com. Last piece, factory edition. Then it's all Swindle Brother modifications from here on out. Fire right up, dude. So slow.
Right, dude, that's what I'm telling you. I think it's slower than the Shankly, and look at that turn rate. It is the saddest vehicle I've ever driven.
Let's go outside.
I'll turn him off when he gets right here, and then you blast him.
Get him with the snowball?
Yeah.
I lost the power.
Oh, I missed.
Oh, you got
me! Turned you off, man. We need one of these on all of Edwin's things that he drives around the property.
Finessing a wheelie.
This is cool. I like this remote. Very nice.
There we go. Severely underpowered.
It needs that turbo and nitrous, man, to just be in a normal playing field of most four-wheelers.
It's so tremendously bad. I think it's time to turbo it, man. Turbo time, turbo time. Go ahead and remove all the plastics because it'll be easier for us to sand things down and tack to it and just see how much room we have for the turbo. We'll just pop them off. Stage one, removing the bumper, and then we'll remove the exhaust and put the turbo somewhere around here. I don't think it's gonna be too hard. It's just gonna be a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Man, taking stuff apart when it's brand new is so much easier. I don't think I've ever even seen a brand new carburetor before, to be honest. That's nice. This will be somewhere like here, going into the turbo here, and then that pressurized air-fuel mixture is gonna go straight into here. We decided that we think the splines on this quad are exactly the same as were on the back of this double go-kart. So when I find the rears from the double go-kart, we should just be able to throw these on. It would look cooler and it would gear it down like by half. By the time you have those designed, we're gonna be stanced out downstairs.
Nice.
The new fitment, man.
You having any luck with the CAD, Will?
Well, I just designed something and it looked like a doodle boy drew it. I don't know why. Like, the design's fine, but when I put it onto the art droid, it was all like messed up. Hopefully we can figure it out because we really need this to make all these parts.
Well, I see you gave up on those rear cutters.
Well, I thought that go-kart had the same splines, but it's actually a keyed. So I ordered some new ones. They'll be here in 2 days, 3 days. In the meantime, honestly, this will get more traction outside like this.
Hexagon.
That's not a hexagon.
Well, it's kind of hexagon.
Ethan brought the computer. Ethan brought. Oh my God!
We've been out in the mud for a little while, and things are getting a little swindly in here.
Ethan brought the computer with him to King of the Hammers that we normally do CAD on. The computer upstairs we couldn't calibrate correctly, so I handcrafted a turbo flange. Using the software in the ArcDroid, which is more rudimentary than what you would get on the CAD software, but honestly, that'll work. And if the measurements are wrong, blame Will, because he did the measuring and I just typed it into the computer.
And this is the designer, I'm the measurer, so we'll see.
Yeah, it's
what
my
goes
design.
wrong. How do we print this now? Because it's in craft mode.
Oh, I think it froze.
Oh, no.
I guess our CAD is a little too complicated. What do we do now?
We reboot the system, man. I think it's gonna work.
Yo! I think I'm gonna get the promotion to a CAD editor for Grindhard.
I liked it better when you had the pentagram. That would have really thrown Ethan for a loop. And honestly, it looks cool too.
Yeah, it does look cool. I'll do a pentagram on the next one.
Yeah, let's do another one. Like,
I mean, whatever you want. You want CAD Mona Lisa? I could do
whoa,
that.
Hey. Whoa! Let's see Edwin's Mona Lisa.
It'll probably look a lot like that. That's about what I know how to do so far.
This is getting more crafty by the minute.
Yeah, I'll start measuring up the next one.
think these are quite proper modifications. Nice. This is the step down pipe I need from the turbo to our carburetor. So it's just gonna go in like that. I'm gonna weld it around, and then this fits our flange for carburetor, and this side fits our flange for the turbo. Super simple design, but it's definitely gonna work, and it's gonna be super strong because it's made out of roll cage material.
If you watch the Set and Bent podcast, you already know that next week we're going to buy 2 Humvees at military auction and drive them home. So right now, I'm on Onyx Off-Road, and we are planning a route all the way home. We're finding off-road trails along the way. This is going to be the sickest trip ever. You can download your maps offline. You can find any amount of difficulty. You can select if you have a high clearance 4x4 or not so much. Onyx Off-Road has everything you need no matter what you're doing off-road. So definitely click the link in our description because Onyx is gonna let us know exactly how many of you guys download this app.
And I will do a push-up for every single download, even if it's the free version.
1 million people are gonna see this video.
Well, I hope 1 million people press the button, because then I'll get really jacked.
You'll be built different,
I
dude.
will be built different. I'll be able to pick up the monster chopper.
All right, fair enough.
Go click it.
Go click it.
Nice, man. Yeah. Seems like it's gonna work. Yeah, our little hexagon situation that Edwin crafted up is actually working out pretty good. Well, I referenced some photos online of a draw-through turbo setup, and this is what we've got so far. Sheesh.
This is gonna look pretty cool, man. I mean, it just still goes right there, right?
That looks pretty cool.
I think we could angle it too, but this seems like the premium.
This is premium.
Like,
It looks like a launcher, dude.
yeah.
Looks like we got a potato launcher on the front.
Fortnite attachment, man.
Yeah, that's pretty
That's
nice.
nice.
When I go home today, gonna figure out some software. We'll try to make the last now not log style or hexagon
And
style.
on Wednesday, we should have the wheel adapters, and we'll just be G.
Yeah, Ethan won't even believe his eyes.
Yeah.
So right now we're crafting the exhaust. We got all our log style turbo mounts cut out yesterday. I wasn't really thinking about this exhaust, but it went back originally, and now it's gonna have to go shoo. That should do. Edwin's handcrafted design for the turbo flange on the bottom for the exhaust side didn't end up working. So I'm gonna do old-fashioned Ethan style crafting. Just draw this gasket on this piece of metal where all the holes need to be in the triangle shape and all that. And then I'm just gonna cut it out.
That's how we used to do it back in the
I know,
day.
I told the people that I'm making it old-fashioned Ethan style. Before the machines, dude.
Before the machine.
We got this log style mount made. Looks very log style, but it's definitely gonna work. We just gotta get this welded onto the exhaust, get the intake side set up, and give it a go.
And then I'll hide my failed cat attempts in the scrap
Hide
pile.
those far, far away.
Ethan doesn't watch the videos, so he won't see the video. But hopefully he doesn't end up, oh yeah, I threw a scrap just like this. What the devil is this,
It's
Will?
going
You'd be
to-
like, that was Edwin.
I'm gonna, man.
Dude, this is like the Fast and Furious drift quad right here, man.
Yeah, this
That's
is pretty
nice.
nice. So we've got inlets and outlets on the turbo now, and I'm working on the oil pump that has a switch on it, and I just started realizing that this is actually just a transfer pump. That's fine. This bike's probably not gonna run that long, so. Well, our turbo is literally crafted on right now. It's almost ready to go. We just need the oil setup, which shouldn't be that hard.
This looks like Boeing level engineering right now, man. I think no one's ever put a 12-volt transfer pump to a turbo. Oh, that's gonna be so sick, man. And it already has these for building a bracket too.
That's really nice.
We are going to do real mounts later, but for now we're just trying to see if it works in the position that we're thinking. So we're going to zip tie it here, but I guess we should drill and tap this first. The idea of having an oil reservoir is you have a lot more oil circulating in the system, so that way it cools off faster. Because you could imagine with a turbo this small and oil cooler that small, you'd only have a little bit of oil. It'd be really hard to fuel the system, get enough oil in the system, and then any oil at one time is just getting recirculated so often it's going to get too hot and it defeats the purpose. Then your turbo goes gadoosh, which is what happened to us when we tried the turbo the Mustang.
Super premium, dude.
Oh yeah!
Sure. Is it leaking oil anywhere before you go too much? Oh. Where is all this oil going from? There's oil. It's
What?
like leaking. Oh,
Oh, did you just get gas in your eye there? Oh! Wait, I have water.
Ah, it's gone now. Nothing like a good eye clean.
This is what you get for buying the cheapest on Amazon.
Do you want to do the honors and turn the oil pump on and see how much oil shoots everywhere? Oi! Okay, we're holding steady with just a little oil.
All right. Why is there so much oil coming out of it?
I truthfully cannot tell you that, man.
Do you think that
Maybe we're supplying too much oil to the marriage?
Why is it sucking in though? You think it would be expanding?
Yeah, that's what I thought. Shouldn't it be pushing air into the engine? But it feels like it's pushing air out of the engine.
This must be the intake side of this turbo.
Yeah, it is the intake side of the turbo.
Why is so much oil just pouring out of the turbo, man? It's so much oil.
Okay, so our intake piping, I made it all out of coolant pipe, and it just sucks in for some reason. I don't know why, but maybe that's just how it works. So I'm gonna be making all the intake piping out of metal, which will look cooler. Once we get this figured out, we'll thread a boost gauge into it so that we know if we're making boost.
Also, the boost line will show if we have negative pressure too. I've been searching in the snow for some piping for the intake on our little quad, and I found something really nice. So we bought this little quad for like $300, I think, and Will got the throttle stuck in reverse and it rolled down the hill and slammed into the garage.
funny.
But this is the right diameter and there's a bunch of bends already in it. I think that we can chop up this exhaust and make the perfect intake.
Nice. So the plan is to take this exhaust piping from another go-kart. We're gonna route this somewhere like that, and then we're just gonna route a rubber elbow, a really small rubber elbow, which we should be able to get away with, just down to this thing, and then we'll be good.
And we'll just tap in a little boost gauge, and then we'll show you guys the boost gauge on the next pole. We're pulling a late night on the turbo quad. So Steven handcrafted us some box mac and cheese.
It's actually pretty fire.
That looks good, man.
Pretty good. Nice. These are pretty tight now.
I think it just needs a bracket on the turbo.
That will do.
All right. Dude, when the choke was kind of on, it hit 10 pounds of vacuum.
What does that mean? What does a vacuum mean?
It means
I
that
understand.
it's sucking harder than it's blowing. That's what that means, man. That's like the opposite of why you want a turbo.
Why? What the devil? Oh, wait. You can't measure boost at a standstill. You don't make boost when you're just sitting there revving. We have to drive this thing.
No. Well, you want to drive it across the floor?
Do you think it will drive even?
Yeah, dude, just put it into gear and hit it. This leak here is really bad, and this leak is really bad.
No, I don't know. I'm not understanding any of this anymore.
Maybe it's time to go to bed.
What you got, man?
I'm putting on some JB Weld with a zip tie.
That's nice.
That should do.
You think that's airtight?
I'd reckon. Alrighty. We'll be making boost by the morning.
All right. 99, boys.
99. Oil system is definitely a problem. It's putting way too much oil in that turbo. Okay, different jet. Different jet time. I can barely see in here now. So I got the jet out, I'm gonna drill it out to a bigger size, and I'm just gonna step up from there. So I'll put the car back in, see if it runs better, see if it runs without the choke, because right now it doesn't run at all without the choke. And then we'll just work our way up. We start small and then get bigger as we go. That's much bigger now. I'm not a carb wizard like Ethan. Ethan can get carbs to work in the weirdest of situations. I am a fuel injected boy through and through. There we go. See if this fixes our problem. I think we flooded it. Honestly, I think there's too much gas in there now. Okay, I put a slightly smaller jet, and looking at the jet that I drilled out last time, I think it was just way too much fuel. So I'm gonna start with these tiny drill bits, because I only have like 3 of these jets I can drill out, so I really need to get this right. Testing required now.
I think it's safe to say it's not running quite correctly.
What is going on, man? Oil everywhere.
Title of this video, oil.
Oil. This setup is not gonna work. I've determined that there's way too much piping for this little displacement of a motor. Everything needs to be shorter, and I'm going to attach the turbo directly to the engine. Edwin showed up right in time for my new idea.
Looking nice, man, looking nice.
I'm starting from scratch.
Really?
Even if we were going to get one boost, it's gonna take like 5 years to get the boost.
Yeah, I guess we were just basing our design off
On
of real cars, but they have way more exhaust.
And with such a small engine, I just think it's important that we think about that. All right, it's time to say goodbye to the swindle pipe. We're learning from our mistakes. I think we're making boost this time. Look how much slicker that is. I can't believe we went through all that pain and trouble, and I could have just bolted it to it the entire time. I'm gonna drill these out, and then I'm gonna make some studs, and then that'll work just fine. Tis the time of truth right now. Okay. Just crafted this in a whole different orientation. Oh!
Oh, did you hear it?
Was that the turbo?
It was the
That
turbo.
was the turbo.
That was the turbo.
That was the turbo
spooling?
spooling down.
Oh!
We were starting to spool up there.
Yeah.
Oh, we didn't hear that before.
No, we did not.
We did not.
That was running way better, dude.
Did you guys see that? That
Wait,
was
do you
sick.
guys see what's in his back pocket?
Oh my god, dude, that's 10 push-ups.
All right, turbo's installed, it's relocated, and the last time that we tested this out was the first time that we've actually been able to rev this thing at all. We took the air filter off, and it revved all the way to rev limiter, which I think is pretty promising. I think we're gonna get boost. I zip tied the wastegate closed, so we have the best possibility of making some boost. Yeah, I think this thing's gonna scoop, hopefully. Oh, dude, that is way more quick.
Yeah, that's faster.
Yeah.
It was running and then it kind of tapered off when the air filters fell off. So
Maybe we try it with the air filter.
Yeah.
You almost bent the Chang Lee, man. You imagine the emotion emotional damage I would have if you damaged the Chattanooga.
It's so weird because the way that it runs is like it's slow and then it just randomly goes.
You're right, man.
And it boosts. You can feel the boost.
That was boost. I hit boost right at the last second, man.
It literally throws you forward
Yeah.
and then you can't stop.
That's boost.
This is nice. FedEx just showed up and they brought us our wheel adapters, which I've been really stoked for because these tracks already have gear reduction in them. They slow us down. And last night, our turbo actually spooled, and I'm pretty certain we made at least a pound of boost. So I'm really excited to throw these tires on, get this whole machine cleaned up because right now it's kind of in project mode, as you can see, with all these zip ties everywhere. And I'm gonna fix that today. I'm gonna clean everything up. I'm gonna restrict the oil line so that we don't have smoke everywhere. I'm gonna throw these tires on, and maybe we'll be able to do burnouts now. It's gonna be pretty sick. All right, it's time for these tracks to be no more. Goodbye gear reduction. Hello, little baby tires. Let's see what it will look like. That's pretty nice.
Look at all that ground clearance.
Yeah, it's really nice. Whoa. It's a Doodle Boy four-wheeler. The oil feed on a Subaru is a tiny, teeny little restricted line, basically, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do to this, because right now we're just pushing so much oil into that, and we have such a small oil return line that I think basically what it's doing is just pumping a ton of oil in there. The oil has nowhere to go, so it goes around the bearing that is probably really cheap and not well made, and it just leaks out the back. So I'm thinking if I just restrict this line, it should end up not doing that, which would be amazing. Got one of Ethan's log style mounts, and it's super premium. It has like hexagons on it and stuff. And I'm just gonna weld that right here, and it's gonna hold it like at that kind of angle, like that, and then it will just bolt directly to the frame of that. That's pretty nice, man. I'm gonna repaint this thing pink because it's kind of gotten a little damaged.
That's nice.
That should be good.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can't turn it off.
Why can't you turn it off? Did it pop off because there was no clamps?
No, there was a clamp, but it just wasn't strong enough.
is like the tightest clamp I ever did put onto something. I'm a little worried about that oil. Let's see what happens when we run.
That's safe to say that didn't work.
Gee!
Oh, you blew a hole in it or what?
Yeah, I blew a hole in it. Now it's dripping oil again. I'm just gonna put this back together and pretend like that never happened. I think the biggest problem with this project right now is it's making boost, but we can't run it for very long because it's gonna just spray oil everywhere. All right, so we just finished up cleaning up all that oil, and there's a good bit of degreaser and water on the floor now, so I'm gonna see if I can drift this thing around in here or not. Oh no!
Ethan's definitely gonna see evidence of that one, man.
No. It's just a little mark. Doesn't matter too bad. That is fun, dude. It catches traction and then the turbo spools and you go places, as you just saw there. You guys would not believe what came with our little tiny oil cooler. We bought, what, there's like 100 of these online?
I just put in oil cooler on Amazon, search the price low to high. There's hundreds of different versions. This is the one that I just happened to buy that came with this piece that we have no idea what it's for.
Well, we had no idea what it's for. Now I know from doing a little bit of research that this takes oil from the cam and is essentially turns it into a pump. And it just fits on these little engines.
And how, like, I've never even seen a turboed engine like this. Like, how?
It's really
perfect.
cool. And it's gonna take this whole pump system out, which is gonna make this very reliable. If you can call it that.
You could say it seriously.
I can't say it seriously, but this thing leaks so much oil. As you can see right here, this is already an oily project, and we just started the day. So, yeah. I spent all yesterday getting covered in oil, and I really don't want to do that today. So we're gonna simplify the oil system. You live and you learn.
You live and you learn, and the next time we turbo something, it's gonna be like,
Bam!
BAM!
Bam! We already have everything set up to do this, so
oh yeah,
let's go.
Could have saved us a lot of time and energy.
I don't know if it could have saved us a lot of time, but it could have saved me from a lot of oil on myself. That was super easy. Now we have a way to get oil to the turbo. All right, we got the whole oil system in, and as you can see, it's a lot more simple. We just have a braided oil line coming from here, up here, and then the return is super short now. Before it came all the way from here down here and leaked a bunch of oil. So now I'm just getting the turbo bolted up, and we're gonna see if it leaks, and if it doesn't leak, maybe do a little test drive. Okay, this is the first real test with the oil plumbed the correct way. We're gonna see how it goes.
Yum.
I think you need to be driving it to know.
Yeah.
Not free revving.
Yeah.
Also, we've now just gassed out the entire shop from like 2 seconds of running. It's very cinematic though. This is basically like a smoke machine in here. Very nice.
Does someone say it needs to be driven?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can help.
Yeah. Edwin just came down and said his mouth is tingling and it is still smoky inside. I'm doing my part at Grind Hard to keep people here healthy.
To keep us healthy?
I'm keeping you guys healthy. Keeping the lungs lubricated.
That's crazy.
All right, so I'm fairly certain that we blew out the turbo's oil seals because both of them are just spewing smoke, and we got it to a point where the oil is manageable that's going in here, and it's still a problem. So Edwin hasn't driven this with wheels or a turbo yet, so I'm just gonna throw this bolt in there, eliminate our oil situation, and we're gonna drive it dry. We're just gonna send it, and then we're gonna add nitrous in the next video, fix the turbo, and try to get a top speed run.
If you're a longtime follower of the channel, you will have seen the fake Grom that Will and I bought and didn't realize that it was fake. Got kind of scammed. We got that carburetor about to bolt on here, so we're going to have hopefully a better air fuel mixture for the turbo.
100%. And this is a legit Mikuni carb, so
It should be better all around.
yeah. This should really run a lot better now. That hit rev limiter though.
That hit rev limiter, man!
Where's the banjo bolt? In the dirt? Are you kidding?
No, it might
Also,
not be.
why are
Don't
you
worry.
working on this out here?
We have like a giant new garage, and we're just out here in the mud twiddling our thumbs.
Don't worry. I know I put it somewhere very safe.
Just any banjo bolt with a nut to go with it. That's a more reasonable item. Gravity feed.
Way more
Well,
power.
it didn't used to hit rev limiter, so that's a win. It's faster and it makes turbo noises. Personally, I think most of the power gains is from the better carburetor, but you know what? We'll call it a win. Come here. Pit stop! Pit stop! Pit stop! Yeah, see? Put the oil in till the smoke comes out, and then you stop putting the oil in. you can wheelie it is out of a drift.
Yeah,
If you try to take off, you don't have the power.
Yeah.
Like, you have to bog it down with a drift, but keep the. It's hard to explain, but
It's a craft.
if you
machine.
After seeing your overcooked wheelie, I feel like I should get a helmet.
probably.
Hey, we drove it long enough for it to starter itself.
We might never see this man again.
That first one, I kind of whipped it up a little bit.
You have the oil bottle?
Yeah, I got it.
He was just talking yesterday about how he just wants to wheelie and hear rev banging. Well, that thing only has one gear, so kind of perfect for that. If I were to guess, I'd say that at this point, a large part of the not getting boost problem is, I mean, one, the RPM range of that engine and the size of it versus the turbo, and two, I think it needs a plenum for the reasons we were talking about the other day, because that turbo goes straight into the engine. There's not even a piece of tubing.
Yeah.
So like,
there's no
it's just,
air.
it doesn't have time to build boost, because every time it gets close, the cylinder opens and sucks more in. Like, it's just kind of a, like, instead of a steady flow of exhaust, it's like
just
a,
bop, bop, bop,
Yeah.
bop, bop, bop.
Yeah.
I like Ethan's oil method. I think it's my favorite by far. I spent like almost 2 days trying to get oil into that turbo.
all you needed is a squeeze
All I
bottle,
needed was
apparently.
a squeeze bottle.
Oh, I just got my phone out.
Well, I would say for the first rendition of this vehicle, that was a success.
Massive success.
We had some oil problems and we had a lot of problems along the way, but
But that's how you do it.
that's how you do it.
You just take care of business.
We
You grind
learned.
hard, man.
Yeah, we learned a lot on this video, and it does wheelies and sounds like a Subaru, so that's a win in my book.
If that's not a success, man, that's not a
Oh my
success.
gosh, dude. I'm so dizzy.
I don't know how you went that long.
How's your knee feeling?
Oh, not bad. A little schwacker.
So swole.
You got yoinked by the jank.
Never take your feet off the pegs, man. That's the first rule.
Oh
Oh,
man.
that's gonna hurt in a couple minutes.
Oh,
Looks
man.
like it hurts
Looks
now.
like it hurts now.
The Swindle brothers are currently learning from Papa Ethan, and it's fire.
Edwin was really struggling to get this on, and it has a hole in the end. So I told him if you plug the hole in this end and that end, when you push on it, it creates a little bit of air pressure, which makes it go on much easier.
How did you learn?
Yeah, how did you
I
learn
never.
that?
I just invented that trick right now.
Huh?
Did you just like read encyclopedias when you were a kid?
No, I've just spent my entire life trying to understand how things work.